Alright guys, I kind of missed some of Nick's house. The Metaglass batteries kind of suck, so I was on the back of his deck and he hit like 12%, and like 2 seconds later it died. So this lady, we're actually on the third job. We didn't have this one on the schedule when we woke up this morning, but this lady literally, I'm not even lying, like 2 hours ago called me and was like, hey, can you wash my house today or tomorrow? And I was like, yeah, you know, she was in Glen Burnie. The second job was in Glen Burnie. So, with me being me, I'd have been off by like 2 o'clock. Me being me, I said, you know, we'll come out and clean you. And then when I get here, I'm not lying, this is the cleanest house I will probably ever wash in my life. Like, this thing is clean. It's got a little bit of mold, especially in the front. I'm gonna clean her deck up for her. It's only take me 2 seconds. Front walkway, you know. I think her husband runs an asphalt company, so if we can dress to impress, I think we could land ourselves some opportunities. So treat every house like it's your own. Treat everything like it's the same, and treat the entire surface as if it was the dirtiest house you ever washed before. So, I mean, you see that gunk coming off of it, so maybe it does need to get washed, you know? So how we landed this job was we were walking the streets of Glen Burnie last week doing door-to-door door hangers, and this is one of the houses. If you look in the video when we're talking about the window, like sneaking out when we were a kid, this is actually the house. That window's right there. Looks very familiar. Weatherman said it's supposed to be 94 degrees right now. I actually just took my hoodie off. Look at that airplane coming down. Most people are like, oh no, planes in the sky falling. Nah, just BWA Airport. So, you know what's crazy is I just tested it, and you guys don't see it, but because I have special glasses on, I can see it. But like on this little down right here, behind this gutter, it's all orange, but it's not on the rest of the side. And that is normally means when you have orange, especially all the way up in the air like it is where I'm shooting at, it normally means that there was iron in the ground, and during pre-construction or when they were building the house, all of this was probably that color, like gray, kind of like clay we got, especially being in Maryland. We got like a red clay kind of like, and what happens is with all the dust and the building, there's really no grass on the ground. And what happens is that fine dirt gets up in the air, and especially in like closed areas like behind there, or in this corner that you guys can't see, it's all orange, but I have glasses on that can see it. But what happens is that air kind of gets stagnant and it just sits, and then over time it just starts to collect on the siding, and it doesn't really have movement like versus out here. This has got a lot of movement. Air is really never sitting, but in that area right there, it's really kind of enclosed. So if you ever have some orange stains or brown stains on your house, especially up in the air, or if it's like an enclosed area that's got cover, 95% of the time it has to do with dry, stagnant air from like the building. You'll have houses that are like next to subdivisions that were just recently built and they got orange all over the house, and it's because of the construction, unfortunately. Just shit you don't see that happens on a day-to-day that no one talks about, and no one really knows about it until you see it and analyze it, and you're like, oh, that's where it came from. It's kind of hard to impress someone that with the results, you know, if you ain't really got that many results. There's some work on the front, like some spotting on the front that she wants to get taken care of, but outside of that, there's really not much of a wow factor out of this job. So you got to make sure you're on your P's and Q's. You can see that spot right there. That's just the difference of what the mold, what moldy siding looks like. You can see the drip. House is clean, but that doesn't mean the mold spores aren't starting to develop. The benefits of glasses and not having to get water in my mouth, but now I got water all over my shades. We're like 2 weeks of owning the Meta glasses, and these things have been practically covered in water. They hold a pretty good durability test. There's a couple scratches already on the lens. I'm not even gonna lie, we're not gonna talk about that. We'll just get our warranty. That's why I spent the extra $100 on the warranty. We just had to see what the warranty covers. Hopefully it covers scratches and water damage. Y'all want to see a clean rig. Guess she ain't. Did she move the truck? She ain't moved the fucking truck. Oh, you were supposed to move the truck. She ain't moved the truck. Yeah, look at that Verizon box. You gonna see it change colors. You know what's crazy is I almost talk myself out of this one. Not really talk myself out, but you pull up and you see a clean house, you know, it's fucking hard to sell. But he was adamant about getting it done, so guess what, baby? I mean, I'm not gonna say it don't need it. It definitely could need it. Yeah, look at that Verizon box now. I know y'all see that. It's only been 2 minutes. 2 minutes. Because this shit takes 30-minute segment videos. So I know I'm recording. I look at my right eye and I see a little white light. And I know. So I saw it. I treated this whole side in 2 minutes. Think about that. Those guys, them cheap guys you be hiring, they still trying to figure out how to start the power washer. Here I am in this video. I done set up in 3 minutes. I done treated one side of a 3-story home in 2 minutes. I'm telling y'all are not on the same level as me, I promise. Pinky promise. Doing door-to-door walk-arounds in the neighborhood when I'm not busy. You know. Well, it's been 3 minutes. 3 minutes. And look at that Verizon box. Clean. You ain't getting any cleaner than that. They're coming out the factory of Verizon like that. So a little trick when it comes to rinsing your high areas, always do your highs first. Remember, what goes up must come down, right? Do your high areas first. It's a little windy. We might have to get our sniper tip out. Yeah, where does wind come from? Out of the blue. Apparently it's supposed to rain the next like 5 fucking days straight. I don't even know what I'm gonna do. Work in the rain. I don't mind working in the rain. I love working in the rain. It's 94 degrees today. It's supposed to be like 70 tomorrow. I have like 5 videos that I gotta fucking edit and put together. Like this stuff. I'm working like 7 days a week. I work both Saturday and Sunday. I did the stadium Sunday. I had the 156 Silence concerts Monday. What's today? Tuesday? I think today's Tuesday. No. Today's Wednesday. I had all that. I had a hell of work Tuesday. I got all this work today. I got a bunch of work tomorrow. Even though it's raining, I gotta reschedule. Probably find something to do for that. I'm waiting for the comments on the videos of like, you're just shooting water on the house. That's all you're doing is shooting water. Dude, I get it all the time from people that don't know what they're talking about. 9 to 5ers, man. They just don't know what the fuck they're fucking talking about. They got a little rinky-dinky power washer and they think because they got a power washer, they think they know what the fuck they're talking about. But go invest in a rig like that. Go put 15 years, 12 years, sorry, not 15, 12 years like I did. I'm only 31 years old, 12. And I'm sitting here thinking, right, as I'm watching this house, I'm like, this house isn't even dirty. This lady called me out like literally 3 hours ago. Here I am washing her house today. And most of the time, there's been numerous times, just because I'm a human, I'll pull up and I'll be like, look, your house isn't even that dirty. Are you sure you want to do it? You know, it's not really that bad. And I talk myself out of work all the time. Almost did on this one, but she was adamant, so. But the whole point of this little segment of the video is she's so adamant about what's already clean. I mean, she's going to want to do it every year, every other, you know what I'm saying? Maybe twice a year, once a year. So that's a customer for every year for a decent amount of time, you know. So I just want a customer that likes to keep her house clean every year. If you ask me, that's a win. I'm so used to working for customers that wait 10 years to clean their fucking house, so it takes me 3 times as long. Those aren't the ones, I mean, I don't mind working for them, but they always get the better wig out of it because I got to do more work and I charge almost the same fucking price as if somebody that keeps it clean like this customer does. You know? Well, these are the ones you want to work for. They don't complain much. They won't beat you up on price. They like to keep their shit clean and maintained. I mean, I tell everybody, you have to charge $400 to wash your house, man. You go call somebody that actually professionally details cars, inside and out, motor bay, the whole nine. They're gonna charge you $350, $400 for the car. So you got no problem paying all that money for a car detail, but you can't get your house that's $750,000, $500,000. You can't get that thing detailed for $400, but it's too much. You can't afford it, but you can get your car detailed. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't make sense. Look at that Verizon box. Alright guys, we got this side of the house to do, and then the front of the house, sorry, the side of the house, and then just a little bit of the back, and we're done. Hey, Economy Propane, that's who delivers gas at my house. I just got a phone call, that some guy is looking for a job. He's like, hey, I used to be a power washer. Told the dude, I've been on 6 years running. No help, solo dolo. Alright, I'm gonna show y'all how you wash the side of a house with a black truck stuck in the parking lot without messing the paint up. This is that time when that Flow Pro comes into play. It allows you to get in and get out. We're just gonna treat this garage, rinse the truck off, and rinse the garage. Right? See all this on that truck? Watch this. Don't even gotta go back to the truck. Watch this. Press a button. Boom, water. Just like that. See it already starting to dry? You gotta get that shit off ASAP, dude, because what happens is that this truck will be like, this black truck like 110 degrees sitting in fucking direct sun, so that stuff will practically flash dry, and with you having a black fucking truck, it'll destroy the paint. Yes, I've done it before. I'll be forgetting to cord sometimes. Whew. Alright guys, we relocated so we can access this side a lot better. So I just got done working with the customer, getting paid. She got us paid, and like 2 minutes before I'm about to get paid, she comes out the garage door, right? No problem. She's got to go pick her kids up from school, no problem. But I'm like literally pulling myself together to go to the bathroom in my van, because when I gotta go to the bathroom, I gotta go to the bathroom. And I'm not like, you know, when I'm out in the streets or at McDonald's, working at McDonald's, where I can just go to the bathroom. I actually gotta fucking go get a trash bag and get baby wipes and get my 5-gallon bucket and go in the back of the truck. That's just part of the life, man, you know. So I'm sitting there doing a walk around. I still haven't gone yet. I'm hoping the customer's already left, because once she leaves, I'm turning around and going to the bathroom, because I am holding it in. She's leaving now, so I'm trying to hold it in. I gotta go. Alright, secretly watch the customer leave, so now I can go to the bathroom. Yeah, we're going to talk more about the interaction we just had with my customer when I get back. Gotta go bad. Whew. Alright, now that's over with. So this customer called me. She called me seriously 3 hours ago. I'm gonna get her to leave me my review, my 5-star review, because I earned it personally. Being the fact that she called me 3 hours ago and her house is already washed. But when we got here, she was talking about how there was mold spores all up on the house. And when I pulled up, I'm like, honey, it's not even that bad. Like, what are you talking about? And there were some spots on the front I should have showed you guys, but she said that the other power washers couldn't get the stuff off. And it was just like your regular black spots starting to collect on like the front of the house where the door is, you know what I mean? It's the shady side. It just started to get that black spotting. But she said the other guys couldn't get it off, so when we did a walk around, she was thrilled. She's like, you're gonna get a call every time, every year. So I'm talking about putting me in the neighborhood page, and you know, the whole, you know. So it might be 95 degrees outside. I was supposed to get off early today, but that's a blessing if you ask me. Remember guys, not all power washer companies are the same. Just because you got a machine at Home Depot, when you got a couple $1,000s worth of equipment, you know, telescope wand, that don't mean you know what the fuck you're doing. And y'all got to stop acting like you know what the fuck you're doing, because y'all don't know what the fuck you're doing. Then you give bad reps to someone like me that actually knows what the fuck they're doing. And I got to come behind you, and the customer that is after you before me thinks I'm going to fuck everything up like you did. So stop fucking shit up. It's easy. think there's a T-storm brewing, boys. Look at that. That sky. Maybe it's because I got shades on. No, that definitely looks like thunderstorm coming. But one thing I wanted to point out while I'm rinsing here is, see this metal awning in front of me? Make sure you guys rinse them after you get done treating, because what happens, just like a car, that metal surface is sitting out in the sun, and that surface is probably what, 100 and some degrees right now. Just like a car, it's gonna flash dry, and you don't want that solution to really sit on it for too long, because it can mess the top clear coating of the paint up. So just make sure you rinse your roofs off, your metal roofs or awnings, when you're done, because you could definitely mess something up for sure. So I'll tell you what, when I get off, I got no kids today, and I got about 4 videos I got to get made. 4 of them. I'm gonna be spending most of my night tonight making videos, so be on the lookout for them. By the time I probably edit and post this one, it'll probably be a couple videos before. I seriously have so much work to do when I get home. And just like that, guys, that's how you add an extra $400 on your schedule on the way home. Took me an hour and a half, and I'm off by what, 3:30? Man, you can't beat that. Just like that, we done. Boom. See y'all on the next one.